Yo, once again it's on. We back at you one more again, you know what I mean? Real Kids TV. In the house like kitchen sinks. Hopefully you like the video. Feel free to comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe and definitely hit that post notification so that anytime I bring this action, you'll be amongst the first to receive it. And with no further ado, I like to get into today's story, if you will. You know, they got these stupid laws, man, that says that felons are not allowed to bear arms. And not only are you not allowed to bear arms, you're not allowed to have any sort of weapon that could cause, I don't necessarily want to say bodily harm, but basically you could, die from. So you can have a knife, but it has to be like under 4 inches. A deadly weapon is what they call it. You can't have nunchucks. You can't, basically, if you're a felon, they put you in a predicament to where you can't really protect yourself. And it's very, very sad, you know what I'm saying? Because being a felon are so many you can'ts. You know what I mean? You can't vote. Now, I know that you can get your voting rights back, eventually. But once you're a felon, you always going to be a felon unless you get a pardon or you able to get your record expunged. So therefore, it's hard for you to do a lot of things. Get a whole lot of licenses, you know what I'm saying? Real estate school. At one point, I was in real estate school. Can't go back. It's just a whole lot of things that you can't do. It's hard to get an apartment. You basically got to find a private owner. Now, if your felony is very, very old, then maybe, you can do some of those things. But as far as bearing arms and having a weapon, that's out. Then when you get caught with the weapon, you're going to get your sentence enhanced. Plus, the feds may come in and pick the case up. Now, I say all of that to say this. Let me give you a perfect example of what happened to me that proves that everybody should have a right to bear arms. Because people's out here, they crazy these days, man. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's playing fair. Nobody's playing fair. One day, it was some years ago, I want to say 10, 11 years ago, me and one of my partners, man, we just riding. It's a decent day outside. We just riding, you know what I'm saying? We basically just, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is. You jump in the car with your partner or whatever. Y'all riding. East side, west side, north side, south side. You just riding. I go to a particular area. Now, I'm not from that area. I'm from close to that area. But I'm not from this particular street that we went down. So we riding slow, you know what I'm saying? It's a one-way street. As I'm going down the one way, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we riding slow. Everybody's out. It's summertime. So, we just kicking it. Next thing you know, I hear a loud noise. Boom! What was that? I didn't know exactly what it was, but I just know it was a loud noise. Sound like I hit something. But I'm like, what could I possibly hit? I'm watching the road. You know what I'm saying? I'm not impaired. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing nothing. I don't smoke. Don't get high, none of that. Never have. I'm not drinking, so I'm not impaired, but I know that I heard this loud noise and I don't know where it came from. So I stopped my car in the middle of the street. When I stopped my car, I look out the window. When I look out the window, I'm like, oh man, I seen a door. Like there was a car that was parked on the side of the road, and basically what had happened was he opened his door as I was driving past. So I ended up hitting his mirror. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm really like looking at it like, what the hell? So I'm just kind of like, I'm in amazement. So you see me, kind of pausing because I'm reminiscing back. But at the same time, I'm like, how did that happen? So I'm like, all right, man, I ain't worried about it. I get out of the car. Well, I go in the glove compartment. I get out of the car, grab my little insurance papers. I got full coverage on my car, So I'm getting out of the car. I'm kind of walking towards the car that, I hit. As I'm walking towards the car that I hit, I see a dude jump out of the driver's side, and he's running across the street towards a house. Come to find out, later on in the game, I found out that was his house that he was running in. So he runs in the house. Don't say a word to me. He just runs in the house. So now I'm just standing there in the middle of the road looking silly. I got these papers. The whole neighborhood, like I said, it's a street to where it's a hood street. So everybody's out. You know what I'm saying? I heard a dude, he's yelling, it's about to be another one. It's about to be another one. I don't know what he's talking about. I guess I'm just green that day. You know what I'm saying? So as he's yelling, it's about to be another one. The dude is in the house. I'm looking at my car. I'm figuring, okay, dude must have just ran in the house. Maybe he had something on him. He wanted to get it off of him. So he, took it in the house or whatever. Next thing I know, like I said, I'm looking at my car. I'm talking to my partner, but my partner's still in the car on the passenger side. So I'm talking to him or whatever. Next thing I know, I see the dude come back out of the house. He's running again, but he's running back towards his car. So I'm like, what is dude on? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. I ain't never seen this dude a day in my life. Jumps in his car. He backs up. You know how you back up real fast, like you about to leave, you know what I'm saying? So it looks like I thought he was getting ready to leave, like he was trying to peel out. Man, next thing I know, at this point, I'm kind of in the middle of the road again. I stepped away from my car. He comes at me in the car, full speed, full head of speed. Damn near hits me. I jump out of the way. I'm like, I'm amazed, I'm shocked. I'm talking about he came at me full speed. Now, mind you, when I'm telling this story, I'm telling it exactly how it happened, verbatim, word for word, event for event. I don't have a weapon. I'm out of bounds. I'm in a hood that I'm not even from. You know what I mean? You got people on the streets that screaming, get him, get him. Now, everybody wasn't doing it, but I heard some people yelling out. Backs up again. Comes at me. Full head of steam again. I'm able to jump out of the way again. So I'm looking at dude like, you know what I'm saying, what's going on? Comes at me again. This time when he comes at me, I'm in front of a car. I had moved out of the middle of the street, so I'm standing in front of a car. Barely get out of the way. Now just imagine, this car is coming at you fast. I don't know how many miles an hour, because he was only backing up maybe, I don't even want to say only, but he would back up a good 20-30 feet and then come at me. Jump out of the way, he hits the car. Boom! He backs up, backs into another car. Comes at me again, I jump out of the way again. So now you got people on the street that's screaming his name. Come on, bro, you hit my car. He done hit 3 or 4, 5 cars trying to hit me. So I'm jumping out of the way. I see my life flash before my eyes, basically. Because I'm like, dude's trying to kill me out here. My partner's like, come on, man, come on. So I run over to my car. But as I'm running over to my car trying to get in, he's coming at me again. I'm able to jump up on the car right, right before he would have hit me. So it's either me or the car. Actually, it would have been both of us, because he would have hit me and then proceeded to hit the car with my body. I jump up on the car. Now, I know it may seem a little miraculous, but this is exactly how it happened. So when I jump up on the car, he hits my car. Boom! Puts a big old dent in the door. Backs up. Comes at my car again. Hits my car like several times. So at this point, I'm like, man, I got to go. I take off running. Now, we're on a one-way, so he's coming the opposite direction. You know what I mean? I'm going this way, but his car is coming the opposite way, trying to hit me. I take off running, but at the time I wasn't in no shape or nothing, so I'm kind of jogging. As I'm running, I see a dude standing on the corner. Just kind of looked like he was up to no good, but he was just standing there. So I'm watching him the whole time as I'm running. Lo and behold, I get past him. Well, I get there right beside him, rather. He swings at me. Luckily, I was already watching because, like I said, if something just told me, watch this dude. When he swings at me, you know, I slip the punch or whatever. I swing back. He don't hit me, I don't hit him. I ain't got time to sit here and keep tussling with this dude or whatever. Because during the meantime, dude's turning around. So he's turning around. I end up turning the corner. Because like I said, dude was standing on the corner. So I end up turning the corner. I hear dude's engine. I'm like, oh man, I got to get out of here. So I run through like a little back alley, like on Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? When they was chasing Trey, it was just like that. It was a fence. I jump over the fence. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I pick up my phone. I'm calling my partner. His phone's going straight to voicemail. So I don't know what happened to him. My car's there in the middle of the road. Dude done hit my car several times. My partner's phone's going straight to voicemail. I done dropped about $700. You know what I'm saying? Because I had put my phone in my pocket with my money. And when I went to grab my phone, I'm not even thinking about my money being in my pocket. I dropped my money. Didn't even know it, you know, initially. Only thing I could do was call 911. Now, typically, I'm not a 911 type of guy, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when it's about my life, when I called 911, my partner had already called. Like, they already knew what was going on. Somebody else had actually called 911. It wasn't my partner. Somebody else had called him because dude was out of control. You know what I'm saying? Now, while you had some people cheering him on to hit me, to get me, you had a lot of people that was like, come on, man, that's enough, man, that's enough. So, plus he done hit several different cars out there. He's out of control. He's high. So, 911, I already knew what was going on. Right when I called, she's asking me where I'm at. I'm trying to tell her, but I can't really pinpoint exactly where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? Like an exact location. So, I'm like, man, I know dude's probably riding up and down the street. I don't got no weapon, no gun, no nothing. No way to protect myself, anything. So next thing I know, I hear some noise. So I look around the corner. I see my partner riding down the street. He's in my car, but my car is barely even, you know what I'm saying? Like, the mirrors hanging off, the tires damaged, the windows broke, like the car is just a wreck. He's like, come on. I jump in the car, you know what I mean? And we was out. You know what I'm saying? We end up going to Thornton's or whatever, to the little gas station. We see the police coming about 20 minutes later. They was in no rush to get there, but we had already left the scene. So, you know, they went to that area or whatever. And basically what I'm saying is, that particular instance, I could have really lost my life. Now, luckily I didn't. So, I really could have used some sort of protection right there. Now, looking back on it, I guess it's good that I didn't have protection, because one of us wouldn't be here today. It's just what it was gonna be. Dude was trying to kill me. What am I supposed to do? Dude was literally trying to kill me, man. If you could have seen the speeds that he was coming at me, like, and what's so crazy, it wasn't even my fault. His partner was trying to tell him, like, bruh, chill out. I opened the door when he was driving past. I thought he was all the way past. It's my fault. He ain't even do nothing. He opened the door as my car was already halfway past his car. Drugs, man, he was gone. What's so crazy is I ended up seeing somebody a few years later, man. And he was out there the whole time. I didn't see him. But this particular person, he's real cool with, his sister's real cool with my mom, basically. And he was like, hey, I'm going to tell you this, man. God was with y'all that day. I said, I know, man. I said, dude was trying to, he explained to me that he was out there or whatever. He was like, that ain't even the worst part. The worst part is he ran in the house and grabbed his gun. He said why he didn't use it, because he's known for using it. He said why he didn't use it, I'm glad he didn't. He said, I don't know. He said, man, when he was coming out of the house, I was trying to tell him, like, hey, bro, nah, it ain't necessary. Chill out. He was gone. He wasn't trying to hear nothing. He was like, I seen it. He definitely had it. Now everything made sense. Ran in the house, grabbed his gun. Dude's really somewhat trying to warn me, it's about to be another one. It's about to be another one. It had already been like 2 or 3 murders that summer on that street, and the summer was young. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure if it was summertime yet. I know it was hot outside, but I don't think it was officially summer. So it had already been like 2 or 3 murders. Matter of fact, it had been like within a week or 2. Maybe a week or less. So that's why dude was saying, it's about to be another one. It's about to be another one. Dude went in the house to get his gun, man. And I thank God that I'm still here to tell his story. Police ended up coming to my house. I don't know nothing, man. They try to give me a lineup sheet and a lineup, a notebook or whatever, man. I don't know nothing, man. I never heard nothing else about it. I heard that he ended up only getting like 2 or 3 years because they didn't have me to come to court, you know what I mean? But at the same time, a lot of other people was out there, they got their cars hit. So yeah, they told the police, like, yeah, man, he hit my car or whatever. I mean, he hit like several different cars, man. Damaged them. Come to find out, he had full coverage insurance on his car. So did I. So that whole situation could have been avoided. So I say that to say this, man. They put us in these situations. First of all, we put ourselves in a situation, by getting in trouble. But at the same time, if you don't have anything violent or anything like that, I don't have a right to. What if my mom was in the car? What if my kids was in the car? You see what I'm saying? But I can't protect myself because you got these bogus rules, these bogus laws that says that you can't carry a gun. Wherever you go to the grocery store, you go to the gas station, you go anywhere. You see people with guns on their hips, you know what I'm saying? Now, they have a right to carry, obviously. I'm sure they licensed. Then you got a lot of people who's not licensed. They still gonna carry, but we just out here just out here. You got people shooting up schools, stores, churches. People are crazy. Road rage. But because I had some punk-ass counterfeiting charges, I can't bear arms. I can't carry a gun, man. Protect myself and my family. Somebody breaks in my house, I'm just, I'm at their mercy, at their will. It's messed up, man. And if you want to stay out here, you try to abide by those laws because you don't want to go back to prison with an enhanced sentence and then take a chance of the feds picking up your case. You see what I'm saying? It's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty, dirty game out here. But that's just the way that it is, and that's the way that the ball bounces. So hopefully you got something out of this story. You know what I mean? I guess the moral of the story over we should have a right to carry a gun. Everybody should. Stay out of trouble. You stay out of trouble, stay out of the system, guess what? You won't have these problems, man. You know what I'm saying? A gun is to just be used for protection and protection only. I'm not talking about hunting and all that stuff. I'm talking about, like, if you're going to carry a gun on you, it's to be used to protect yourself and your family, not to be trying to scare people, perpetrate, act like you this and you that and you tough. Nah, man. But you definitely need something to protect yourself. Real Kens TV, man. Hopefully you got something out of this story. Feel free to comment, share, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and that post notification. So anytime I bring you stories like these, you're amongst the first to receive. And I have other stories just as well. When a gun was probably necessary, but I was thankfully able to walk away from the situation, man. Real Kens TV.